Hello, everyone. Welcome to part two. Again, my name is Sharon D. Parry, CEO and founder of Worth Foundation, Inc., housing strategist. And if this video has helped you or have let you put in mind of anyone else that needs this video, please like, share, and also consider donating so we can provide affordable housing to not only help people spiritually, psychologically, but also naturally. So, without any further ado, okay. So, I was a fool to get back with this man. I mean, there were so many things that's going on in that relationship that like I said, did a lot. I over loved my daughter, right? I was upset, frustrated, annoyed. Even though I was working in the medical field, I spent a lot of time in the medical field. I would work sometimes 5-6 days a week, right? When I first started nursing, nursing was 8-hour shifts, right? And then they switched it to 12-hour shifts, right? But it's not really 12. You're gonna work over 12 because you gotta get reported, and it's a lot. But anyway, they switched from 8-hour shift to 12-hour shift. When I worked 8 hours, I would work sometimes 6 days a week. That's 16 hours every day, right? My mom would help me with my daughter. At that time, my mom was still on this earth, right? And I would pay all my mom's bills and everything. So my mom, I mean, I'm pretty sure my mom would do it anyway. However, if my mom's helping me out, of course, I'm gonna hook my mom up. I'm gonna hook her up. So, my mom was helping me out with that, but I was so unhappy in a relationship, right? But it still didn't click in my head that you can walk away. So, what I did not do, I did not, thank God. Some people deal with this, but I didn't deal with this in that aspect. I didn't, children test you, children try you, and then you start insulting children. Oh, you just like your daddy. You just like your mama. You speak all types of stuff over your kids to make their life harder. Because death and life is in the power of the tongue. I don't care if you believe it or not. It's still a law. It's just like the law of gravity. It don't care if you believe it or not. If you go and you try to do something from an extreme height and think you're not going to fall, and you don't have any equipment to keep you up, you gonna fall. Okay? You gonna fall. So, a lot of people deal with this. And one thing you have to realize is that child is 50% of you and 50% of the other person. So the feelings that you feel for yourself, because you can't control someone else's actions. You can't control someone, because that's witchcraft. Okay? Yeah, that's, no, we don't do that. But you can make a choice if you want to deal with it or not. And something is on my nose and it keeps, and I made the choice for 13 years, off and on, because this man would try me. He would try me. And he would upset my mom, because you know your parents, most of us who are blessed, have parents that love us. And when you see your child hurt, oh, you take it personally. You take it personally. So I can't even imagine the pain my mom went through, seeing me go through what I went through with that man that I was with. When my mom saw me starting to date someone else after I broke up with him one time when I was in my 20s, listen, we broke up a lot. And it was mostly me breaking up with him because he got on my nerves. But my mom was so happy. And then I just stopped going out with a man, and then I went back with my kid's father. My mom looking like, oh, what is? But anyway, some people deal with that. That child is 50% you and 50% the other person. You are upset with yourself because you can't control the other person. You can't. But you can control you. And you are upset with yourself, but you don't realize you're upset with yourself. So you take it out on this little person that thinks you are the whole entire world to them. One of the steps in healing is realizing you have a problem. It's accountability. You have to be accountable for your actions, because not everything you go through is someone else's fault. Because I don't know what it is with people having a level of accountability. That is one of the first steps, is acknowledging that you made a huge mistake. Now, if you want to stay in that mess, that's your choice, and you're a fool. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You're a fool to stay in that mess. And I know a lot of people say, well, I'm doing it for the kids. The kids are suffering because you're suffering. They hurt because you hurt. Yes, kids want to see their parents be together. They do. But when it gets to the point where the kids see that it's causing you so much pain, them kids are ready to, yeah, this is not working out for us. It's not. No, this ain't working. It's not. In my case, even though I didn't insult my daughter, the one I have left, and again, support her. If you know anyone that needs an actress or a model, hit her up. L Harmony V. Anyway, even though I did not insult her, intimidate her, tear her down, the love that I should have given to myself, I gave it all to her. And at first, it sounds good. But the problem is, if you don't love yourself, guess what? Kids subconsciously picks up that behavior, and you are starting and continuing, because I don't know what type of relationship your parents had with their partners or partner or spouse. You are continuing a generational problem. Listen, I worked so much, right? I ate out a lot. I got to the point where I was 433 pounds. I didn't have an issue with drugs because I worked in the medical field. I'm not saying people in the medical field don't have issue with drugs, because they do. A lot of people in the medical field, because they're so surrounded by drugs, a lot of them do. Because I've seen several people get fired because of it. It just wasn't one of my issues. Some people do drinking. Some people do narcotics because they have it readily available. Some people use sex anytime. So I love myself. You don't. You don't. I don't care what you say to convince yourself that you love yourself, and you got every Tom, Dick, Harry, Bob, Tim, Tom, Shaquan up in you. Thompson, I love you. Don't. You don't. Stop lying to yourself. You don't. Because if someone came to you, and I've told other people this already, and I'm going to say it again. If someone came to you, right, and said, you just met the person at a bar, at a club, at a party, and they're like, okay, I think we got something going here. I think we vibing. I think this and I think that. Oh, we should get together. We should get together. You're like, okay, let's get together. But when I said get together, I mean, can I have her bank account information? And you be looking like, who? My bank account. Listen. That's where, listen, the way, because if a person that you don't know, right, ask you for your bank information, right, they ask you for your credit card so they could use it. You just met the person, so they could use it. You be looking like, who I look like to you? But yet you doing it with your body. So let's say this again. You say you love yourself. You love yourself. I love myself. And I like trains being ran on me. You don't. Because if you would not give your credit card information, they want your savings account. They want your trading accounts. Girl, what else you got? Put me on your house. You got a house? Girl, add me to your house. That first night, add me to your house. Add me to it. Let's go down to the counter, sign that paperwork to add me to your house. Let's do that quick transfer. Girl, I got the paperwork. Let's get it notarized so you go to the counter so you can add me to your house. You be looking like, who I look like to you? I don't know you, fool. But yet, cause that's where you love. You love the money that you cannot take with you. Off of this planet. You can't take it. But the body that's gonna be in the casket with you. I love myself. But you're willing to let anybody get in there. Your priorities are messed up. Your priorities are messed up. I know I'm hurting some people right now, but your priorities are messed up because my priorities were messed up. Instead of loving myself, I hurt myself by overworking, giving all the love. You're supposed to love your kids. Let me tell you. I'm not saying you're not supposed to love it. You're supposed to love your kids. But guess what? You got to love yourself in order to take care of those kids. You have to love yourself. I thank God I've gotten to the point. That's why I have so much skin on me. I've lost over 170, 175 pounds thus far. And every day is a struggle. 175 pounds I've lost that far. And I put myself first under God. God is first, and I put myself first. That's what the Bible says, to love your neighbor as, meaning the same time, simultaneously. You love yourself. But some people, we don't know how to love our neighbors because we don't love ourselves. How are you going to love somebody else? You don't even know how to love yourself. How do you do that? These kids love you when they're young, because at some point they get tired of you. But when they're young, they love you. You are their entire world, their entire existence. Everything revolves around you. It's like you are the sun. And because there is no accountability, because you were a fool, you tear them down. You break them down. We have got to change that. We have got to ask our kids to forgive us. And we have to change it. Change the way how we're treating our kids. Change the way we're manipulating our kids, which is witchcraft. Change the way how we're doing things. We need to do a 180. Stop going this way and go the opposite direction. We've got to do it. It needs to be done. We have to admit that we were a fool. It is our fault. It's not the kid's fault. The kids, before they were born, did not go whisper in your ear, go with this person. They did not whisper in your ear and tell you to have them with that person. And then you have to forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and take time to heal, because we're going in. Listen, the way how you think, it took a while for you to think that way. It did not happen overnight. So we are not giving ourselves enough time to heal before we get into another relationship, because you're going to go into a relationship with the same person that has a different name. The same person. They might have a different name. They'll even look different, but it's the same person underneath. Because you know what the common denominator is? You. That's messed up. Your kids are depending on you. Shoot, you are dependent on you, but you don't even know it yet. I used to hug up on my daughter and kiss my daughter so much. Now, it was a lot. Now, and that's what I wanted for myself in this specific relationship. right, at that time. To the point that my daughter feels uncomfortable with people hugging her, because a lot of people think that some people um don't like being hugged because they were um abused, right? Sometimes you're too smothering. Sometimes you are too smothering. You're overbearing, and you just too much. You are just too much. But guess what? We're still alive, right? And we can still fix it. We're still alive and we can still fix it. It's possible, right? Change is possible. And how I was able to change, I personally went to God and I cried out to God for help for me. And God revealed a lot of trauma that I went through that had me change into the person I changed into. And He is delivering me from that one issue at a time, because it took a long time for that trauma to be instilled in me. I mean, even before birth. If you've seen one of my other videos where my dad didn't want me to be alive. Even before birth, right? So that is a lot of trauma that happened. Even my dad telling me that I will never amount to anything, and just making sure that when he saw me, he would tear me down to decrease my value. That then led me into a relationship with a person that was just like him, but in a different body. Listen, am to the point now. I think it's been. I'm doing all this guessing. I don't remember. I know. I think it's been 12 years since I broke up, because I broke up with a person I was with over the phone. And boy, has he been trying. Let me just add that before I. When you break up with someone and they see that you are determined to fix yourself, at first they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, you're gonna come back, blah 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 blah. And then when they found out that you did not come back, oh, they're gonna try you, because you was a fool before. So why not try to see if you're a fool still? And listen, don't. Do not fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I believe it's been 13 years since I left. 12, 11, I don't know. It's been a long time since I left that relationship. And he has been trying non-stop. Non-stop. to try to hook up this, that, the other. Ain't no hooking up. I don't do that. Because I am worth so much. Listen, when you spend time with God and God let you know how much you're worth, He lets you know that you're even worth more than any jewel, ruby, coin, dollar. Because we use dollars in the United States of America. I would say every money, every currency across the world, but I ain't got time for that. But half the currencies, I don't even know the name. But you are worth more than that. Do not fall for it. Do not fall for it. Because listen, when he tells me, oh, you're the best woman that I've ever met, you know what is in my mind from what you've taken me through, all the times I've broken up with you over the 13 years, right? And went back. You're saying, you're the best woman I've ever met. And you know what I'm interpreting it as? You are the stupidest woman I've ever met. You just believe every word that come out of my mouth. And you fall for anything I say. You just a fool. And I like it. Don't be a fool. And don't let your kids suffer from both parents. From both parents. And if you're a grandparent raising the kids, don't beat them down. Don't. It's time to change, y'all. Again, if this video has helped you or have put in your mind anyone that needs this video, because they can't say, oh, because you don't like the man, that's why you're saying what you're saying. Share my video. I don't know you. But if the shoe fits, it's your doggone shoes. Wear it and get out of it and heal. That's not the way how it's saying go. But that's what I'm going to interpret. Listen, again, my name is Sharon D. Parry, CEO and founder of Your Worth the Foundation, Inc., housing strategist. Listen, not only for affordable housing, but housing for your body. Because this is a house that we live in. Take care of it. Don't have everyone going in and out of your house like that. Who around here leaves their house open, leave their house unlocked, the doors wide open, so anybody on the street could go up in there? I mean, the house that you live in. So why would you leave this house, the body you're using on this earth, for anybody to run in and out of? We got to get our priorities straight. Get your priorities together. If you won't give up all your bank information, that lets you know how much you don't love yourself. Because you hold on to that bank information tighter than you hold on to them panties. Tighter than you hold on to them drawers. Tighter than you hold on to them boxers, those briefs, whatever you using. We got to get ourselves together, y'all. Like, share, and subscribe. Be blessed, everyone.